Bueno, mi gente, bienvenidos a Yo que el Pregaming. Nuevamente estamos de vuelta con más gameplay de Hogwarts Legacy. Ya los que nos faltan son dos misioncitas para culminar con la historia principal. Para explicarle más o menos lo que estuvimos haciendo anteriormente, ¿verdad? Ya encontramos dónde se encuentra ese artefacto, de donde lo ocultaron, obviamente. Y supimos un poquito más de lo que hizo Isadora. Obviamente, aparte de que le estaba quitando ese dolor, ¿verdad? Ese sufrimiento al papá, obviamente le quitó todas las emociones. El papá se quedó, pero parecía un zombie. Y en eso, pues ella construyó con el silver, ¿verdad? De los goblins, un artefacto súper grande donde estaba enfrascando todo ese poder, todos esos sentimientos, ¿verdad? Toda esa magia oscura. En este caso, pues cuando obviamente los demás profesores lo descubrieron, el lugar fueron directamente donde ella y los estudiantes estaban saliendo, ¿verdad? De ese lugar, y es que también estaba haciendo lo mismo con los estudiantes, solo le estaba quitando ese dolor y averiguamos el lugar y ahí entonces salió esta cinemática y obviamente tuvieron que matarla a ella, ya que se salió de control, obviamente. Eso fue lo mejor que yo pienso que tuvieron que hacerle a ella, no de matarla, pero obviamente tenían que hacerlo ya que ya se había apoderado de mucho poder. Básicamente los Keepers obviamente estaban protegiendo ese lugar, pero no es hasta ahora que obviamente lo han descubierto. Tenemos que encontrar unos artefactos para construir otra varita y poder abrir el lugar. Obviamente la vamos a utilizar para nosotros, ya que el poder está encerrado con ese poder, y para poder abrirlo pues necesitamos una varita con unos artefactos que hemos encontrado en las diferentes misiones. Estaremos haciendo esa misión y luego varias misiones secundarias explorando un poquito. Así que nada, mi gente, vamos allá. Ok. Como les mencioné anteriormente, luego pienso hacer videitos explorando más a fondo, haciendo más las misiones secundarias, porque sé que me falta bastante. Así que
Anne
pendiente
is
ahí a mi
getting
canal en YouTube.
worse. If there is any
Lo
chance that the
subiré
relic
poco a
from
poco.
Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me
Después
outside of Feldcroft,
de esta
near the
misión
catacomb.
principal, luego estaremos haciendo ese secundario. Estuvimos
There's
haciendo dos.
Ollivanders.
Era esa, simplemente
I
lo que
hope he
hicimos
can
fue
help
hablar
me
con
craft
ellos.
the Keeper's wand.
Al igual que con el otro personaje, se me olvidó que era la muchacha. Maybe ya mismito ella me contacta. Estaremos haciendo esas dos. Y tal vez haciendo alguito de Merlín, lo de las estrellas, eliminando campamentos, para entonces seguir bajando esas cositas. Ahí está el otro profesor dándome. Ya tenemos la principal y ya tenemos la de Poppy, ¿ves? Y ahí nos salió. La de... Aquí vamos a aprender otra habilidad. Con Sebastián. Esta ya se las entregué a él, pero creo que hay más. Tenemos que seguir buscándola. Y esta otra, pero todavía no he encontrado eso de... O no sé si que no encontré el lugar que es encontrar. Luego lo voy a buscar bien porque no estoy seguro si es esa localización. Por lo menos que me la marque. Buscarles un mapa. Esta es la que tenemos para hacer ahora.
Are you familiar with the hamlet of Irondale? It's south of the castle. I think the cave that Doran wanted us to find is near there.
Hello, Mr. Ollivander. I wondered if you might be able to help me with something.
Good to see you, my young Ravenclaw friend. Allow me once again to express my family's gratitude. They were pleased to learn that the wand Richard Jackdaw disappeared with those many years ago had been located.
Eso es lo que vino encontrado aquí, que había desaparecido.
Unusable.
Glad to hear it.
Obviamente muerto.
I received an owl from Eleazar, Professor Fig. He was a bit cryptic. Said you need to have a special wand crafted, that you'd bring me the materials.
Yes, sir. I have them here.
Oh, my. How extraordinary. Remarkable design. I will be honest, I have never crafted a wand in this fashion. Repaired broken wands, of course, but this is something else entirely. keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I think I can work with what you've brought me. Let me see what I can do.
No, por supuesto.
It is done.
Oh, ¿verdad? Yeah.
I should warn you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose. I doubt you shall find much use for it otherwise.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
Y ya tenemos la varita. Después de que no nos pillen. Ah, lo acabo de decir lo que digo.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves. Oh, come, come. No need for such theatrics. In light of what Ranrock now knows, you must agree that our interests are aligned.
Our interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours? The final repository belongs to wizard kind. We would be fools not to work together.
Que tú quieres otra cosa.
What's that you've got there?
No, nada.
Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
Charles Rookwood wouldn't have wanted you near it.
The arrogance. Should have known better than to try and reason with a child. I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
Yeah. Llevaron. Pero no sé si era otro personaje o realmente nos captaron. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Ok, sí. A ver si puedo cambiar estas porciones. Si quería este y se ya me las acabé.
No more happy days for you.
You will not survive this fight!
Glacier! Confringo! Bombada! Expulso! Two. Arresto momentum. Defender.
That's just the beginning.
Expelliarmus! Protego!
Incendio!
No more happy days. I'll make you wish you were back at school.
Had enough yet.
Potato!
Arresto momentum.
Incendio!
Defender! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Come on. Do you want
Arresto momentum. Incendio! Expelliarmus, defender. Confringo.
You can't hold out forever. You will pay for your novice luck.
Confringo. Glacier.
You've made a grave mistake. I know your kind.
Bombarda.
I see you.
Potato.
I'm not done with you.
Launch in a duel.
Pathetic. Expulso!
Confringo.
Might want to look up.
Levioso!
You're going to regret that.
Glacier.
I conduct
Confringo. Bombarda.
Expulso!
Ay, me la...
Survive.
Arresto momentum.
Of inspiration.
¿Cuál era la de...?
Descender. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Potato. Defender. You should have joined me.
Ia. Viagem.
Child.
A lamb to the slaughter.
Expelliarmus.
Time to teach someone a lesson!
That the best you can do?
Descendo.
Oh, what's the light go out of your eye?
Expelliarmus. Descendo. Potato.
Don't think you're going to get out of
Glacier.
this alive.
Confringo. Bombarda.
Rookwoods
Bombarda.
don't go down easy.
Crucial. Confringo. Glacier. Confringo. Bombarda.
You pay for it.
Glacier.
I see better.
Potato.
Come on. Too afraid to fight back.
Confringo. Bombarda.
That's your mistress.
Descendo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Had enough?
Descendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Glacier. Bombarda. Confringo. Well done for a child. Confringo. Glacier. Confringo. Bombarda.
You're no match for me.
Crucial. Incendio.
No more happy days.
Glacier.
Era para eso.
That's just the
Incendio.
beginning.
Expelliarmus.
My one.
Defender.
So very. Ha! A moon calf has more bites. Will you hold still?
Incendio, expelliarmus, defendo,
Novice luck.
descendo.
I know your kind. You victims quickly. Confringo!
You survived longer than expected. Bombarda, Confringo.
Is that the best you can do?
That's the best you can do. Defendo. Time for places.
Another.
Confringo. Descendo. Defendo.
Hey, I'm not done with you.
Expelliarmus.
Michael
Incendio. Glacier. Get lucky now and then. Confringo. Glacier. Incendio. Defendo. Expelliarmus.
You'll need to be quicker than that.
Glaciers. Bombarda. Bombarda. Confringo. Glacier. Protego.
Ahí se lo busco.
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about the... I can't believe it. Rookwood's reign is finally over. I'll need to send an alternati right away. For now, though, I need to get back to the map chamber and tell Fig what happened.
Por el otro lado.
Revelio.
Sí, sí.
Rally behind strength.
Después yo vengo acá.
When minds stand behind
Ok.
you, win.
Estoy full. Entrenamiento. Ok, ya en este. Que vamos a volver para el chamber. Estuvo bueno la batalla con aquel. Espérate. No me fijé eso, no quiero terminarla ahora. Lo quiero dejar para el otro video. Los challenges. Que no me fijé cuando la terminé. Si me marca aquí que ya tengo un quest. Ah, pues. Lo estaré haciendo después. Verdadera. Por poco la termino. Ok, dame ahí donde es Sebastián. Aquí está. Porra, ya botado, DH. Aquí hay otra. Esta es la de. Ok, mira, esta está más cerca. Vamos a hacer esta. Y después hago la otra, que está más cerca. Ya estamos ahí al ladito. Y lo dejo para después porque si no.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Para lo último nos cambiamos la apariencia. Ponemos más como...
I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive. Especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumor was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumor, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed.
Agreed.
I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Hay muchísimas cuevas así para explorar y eso. Y me gustaría cogerlo así, poquito a poco.
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Hay araña ahí, pero tengo que sacarle eso.
Acción.
A ver, se van. Ah, verdad que estoy lleno. Se me olvidó esa. Voy a romperlas, olvídate. Antes de seguir. Todos de aquellas caretas los voy a romper, que se echaba. Voy a ponerle como una capa de esa. Ponerle este un jato. déjale eso.
It's another aggressive one.
Yeah, right.
Incendio. Repulsor. Flipendo. Descendo.
What is going on with that?
Revelio. Repulsor.
Lo de la...
Lumos.
Lumos.
Repulsor. Revelio.
Y... que yo vi algo allí, pero no...
Voipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Whooper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
Accio.
If the Moonstone is here and so are Whoopers, I wonder if it's
Revelio.
protected.
Accio. Revelio. Flipendo. Depulso. Revelio. Accio.
Why am I not surprised? First the Whoopers and now this.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos.
Lumos! We need to find moths for those spinners.
Reparo. Accio.
Abrieron.
Revelio.
Sé que se iban a abrir. Ah, son tres, mira aquí.
Accio.
Ah, no. Ok, espérate.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths.
Accio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Ok, pensé que iba acá.
Repulso.
another obstacle. No matter.
Revelio.
I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Accio.
Okay.
Revelio.
O sea, no importa si yo quito esto de acá. Ay, gracias, control. Para que se prenda.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Depulso.
Ah, se va.
Lumos.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Está bien, porque después lo puedo explorar después. Puedo salir por allí. No me asustes y mierda, me caí por ahí para abajo.
Lumos.
You did it! I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this.
Accio. Default. Propia.
Eso no lo sé, no.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defender. Crucio. Confringo. Bombarda. Glacier. Confringo.
Está lloviendo.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
Ella se mete también, no sabía. Ya, chico, brutal.
Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here, I just know it.
Confringo.
Given what Fwoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now. I'm just starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the moonstone is. which means we're one step ahead of them. We found it! It's like staring directly at the moon. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
Huh? No puedo volar eso, tengo que bajar todo esto.
How's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it.
Tengo que ponerla
I
aquí.
think we can safely say we know where the moonstone goes.
Qué cool.
Whoa!
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met Highwing, actually,
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin? I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave.
Sorry, that's a couple.
I'm glad you escaped.
so am I.
Pues vivía con esa gente
So
también.
many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all
Ahora
I
puedes
want to
hacerlo.
do.
Sí, por eso es que estás recanándolo.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous, and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving that dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there, acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got
tanto
back to them.
material, cacho, que pueden
Some days
sacar.
a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to
Con
them,
estas historias que ellas
get them
están
to see
diciendo, por ejemplo,
sense,
de
but
Nati,
sadly,
creo que
I
la otra de
suspect
ella.
that wouldn't do any
Estarían
good.
cool que ofrecen DLC cortos, aunque sean de 1 hora o 2, que traigan otro contenido. Estaría cool, mano.
We were around so many
Explorar
poachers in
cada
the
uno de
tent.
esos personajes, como
Were
ellos
you
están
not worried
introduciéndolos
about being
ahora a
recognized?
nosotros.
Poachers are nomadic,
Estaría
and
cool.
most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat.
Y estaría cool porque
If
uno
you
lo
collect
usara
the
ambos.
moonstone, I can
Porque
make a
ella
quick drawing of the
y
symbol for
Nati pues,
Doran.
estarían cool. O sea, no es que sean una super historia brutales, ¿verdad? Pero estaría cool como con contenidos con ellos, unos pequeños DLC. Estaría, no sé, estaría... Me gustaría.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidget lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
Ok, vamos a ver. No sé si la tengo ya la otra, si no lo hubiera quedado allá y hubiera seguido aquella. Ganamos, bueno, que nos encontramos cosas allí. Quítale la boinita esa. Se me olvida que es aquí. Ok, vamos a donde esto. No lo hubiera dado porque es. Pero anyway, pensé que iba a seguir directamente a la otra misión. Está cerca. Voy a coger esto que estamos aquí.
No witch or wizard will be spared.
Control.
You're really not very good at this, are you?
As soon as possible. I received an interesting owl from Joanna Bickle about Harlow.
Vamos a hacer esto.
What do you have in store for me this time?
No, mejor no lo hago ahora.
I'll bury you in the deepest vault.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Man. So, the catacombs are for that imagine learning about our ancestor, humanity. However, something else could not ignore the area behind the great room which had suffered decay. Sense of this power. You create a student of the relic version, the removable object.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Vamos a ver qué hay aquí. Otra catacumba de esta para explorar. Hay bastantes de esta, creo.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Confringo! Bombarder! At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Accio! Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be
Revelio.
insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio! Incendio! Accio!
Okay.
Confringo!
This room is taller than it looks.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio!
Chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Hombre. Me siento en apagarse el control. Launch a transform enemy. Okay. Vamos a dejarle estas aquí.
I shall sleep better tonight.
Revelio! Defender! Incendio! Accio! Revelio! Protego!
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Flipendo! Revelio! Levioso! Confringo! Sendo! Bombarda! Confringo! Revelio!
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb.
Confringo!
I read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
Revelio! And then were abandoned.
Por allá.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Pero, güey, ¿qué te está pasando, güey? Mira, qué huevo.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Revelio! Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Accio! We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Reparo! Wingardium Leviosa! There's something here by the altar.
Quiero ponerla.
What did you find? That's a lot of bone rattle.
Revelio. Depulso.
Ah, por acá.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Hombre, no.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio.
¿Qué pasó? Ah, ok, tengo que hablar con él.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Accio. Lumos. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
¿Por qué te caes, güey?
I need to find a safe way across. Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Potato! Imperio! Confringo! Bombarda! Revelio! Bombarda! Confringo! Depulso!
Another barricade.
Accio!
Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you. Revelio!
I try.
Depulso! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Bueno, a ver si puedo hacer.
Reparo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
You are head and shoulders above these boats.
Revelio!
Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Confringo! Bombarda! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Great Defender! Leviosa! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Bombarda! Confringo! places! For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Pensé lo mismo.
Dead end. Acción. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Quiero que haya algo. It contain abundant potential possibility of benefit not only the wizard kind but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to reality tend to be okay.
Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be.
Total, me
For Anne's sake,
va
I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
a criticar y se la va a llevar.
I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Revelio!
Ya está que la de aquí.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition.
Decidete, ¿lo defiende o no lo
no
defiende?
more.
¿Lo ayuda o
I
no lo
feel
ayuda?
that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Was that it?
I told him we ought to give
man.
you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
No, por supuesto.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Van a la casa, ¿no?
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke.
Yeah,
over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Shut
Get back! Keep out of the way!
Descendo.
Keep out of the
Not your enjoy suffering, do you?
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Bombard.
You'll not win here.
Protego.
Ringo! They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
Accio. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Rebellion. Descendo. Showing off.
Get back! Keep out of the way!
Yeah.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
El tipo lo va a poner más para
What
el
did my
lado
uncle
oscuro, ¿no?
expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Tranquilo.
Revelio. Oi, pass that pie whiskey over here. You have to learn to share.
Hola con el tío. El tío malgao este.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Ah, no, puedo usar. Me voy a echar el
I
pichado.
think I know where we can find Doran. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest and we can tell
Hello, Hamora.
the moon.
Sí, después, señora. Me sale esto, ¿entendés?
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Oh, mira, aquí hay un...
Revelio.
La calle está arriba. Ah, esa es la de noche. Ok, so vamos a ir dejándola
Time
aquí.
now, demiguise.
Ah, mira aquí. Mi cara.
Revelio.
Ah, estoy lleno, no puedo coger ese tesoro. Pero ya para el próximo estaremos haciendo el de este final. Entonces voy para Hogwarts, pero no voy a ir. Voy al cuarto este de los requirements. Y lo dejo ahí. Voy a coger las plantas que hay. Ok. Bueno, a grabar aquí. Ya estamos casi a punto. Así que nada, mi gente, voy a dejar el video hasta aquí. Si les gustó, por favor, denle like, comenten. En los próximos días, espero, luego de que terminemos con lo que viene siendo Hogwarts Legacy, intentaré hacer el gameplay aparte porque esto es como que los enfoqué entre historias y haciendo cosas secundarias, pero como que voy a hacer videitos aparte de explorando lo que es Hogwarts Legacy, ¿verdad? Completando las misiones secundarias y los demás colectibles. So, creo que les voy a poner otros títulos y si les interesa ver las demás cosas que hay en Hogwarts Legacy o los demás lugares, estaré haciendo videos aparte. Obviamente me voy a tardar en subir este tipo de contenido, ya que tengo varios contenidos que estoy trayendo al canal, como Witcher, Hollow Knight, Metroid Dread. Estamos pasándolo. Aparte de eso, se supone que esté pasando Final Fantasy VII Remake. No lo he vuelto a tocar, eso era uno de los que quería terminar. De uno de los muchos que tengo sin terminar en el canal, pero en ese en específico quería terminarlo. Aparte de ese, estaremos trayendo, ¿verdad? Los gameplays o que estamos trayendo los gameplays de Resident Evil 4 Remake. Ya subimos todos los del clásico de Resident Evil, así que están disponibles si los quieren ver. Y nada, y también Octopath Traveler, estoy trayendo contenido. Así que, como siempre les digo, ¿verdad? Me pueden buscar en mis redes sociales como Joker para Gaming en Facebook e Instagram. Ahí estoy anunciando las cosas. Ya sea si voy a hacer los live un poquito antes, ya que lo acostumbro a hacer a las 6. So, si no me siguen en mi canal en Twitch, a las 6 que hago mi streaming. Pero hay días que si logro o puedo empezarlo a las 5 o 5 y media, lo estoy haciendo. Así que nada, mi gente, nos vemos hasta la próxima.